Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Destiny and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to go ahead and start working with getting the PayPal dictionary items dynamically. Okay, so we're going to be getting the amounts, the order number, the invoice, the item name, the currency and all that. We're going to be getting all that dynamically. So you want to see more videos like this, to make sure to drop a like, consider subscribing, as it really means the world to me, and also turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any episode. And if you want to get the templates to follow along with the tutorial, then make sure to check out the link in the description below, and they should point you to the right direction. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now the first thing I'm going to do is open up my code editor, and I'm going to scroll all the way to the part where I'm writing the checkout view, and I'm going to be changing out a couple of things for this one. Okay, so starting at the top over here, what I'm going to do is, firstly, remember the cart total amount thing that we've been doing from before, getting the total amount of products. I'm going to copy this, and actually I'm going to be refactoring this code. I'm going to be refactoring all this code. Okay, so I want you guys to stick along with whatever I'm doing and refactor your code as well. So the first thing, we get the cart total amount, we set it to 0. Now also we want to get the total amount of all the products that we're going to be sending to PayPal. So we're going to say total amount should be 0. So now just define any variable total amount and set it to 0. Okay, you will call that whatever you want, take note. Now we simply did the cart session thing that we've been doing before, multiplying the quantity by the price and getting the new cart total, this one over here. But what we want to do this time around is, instead of getting the cart total, what you want to do is this: we want to get the total amount. So take a close look at what we're doing. We said if this name over here is in any session, then we simply run a for loop. We said for PID, you call this whatever you want, or this in request session, and we get all the items. Now instead of doing the normal cart total thing that we've been doing before, this time around we want to set it to the total amount, and we simply did the exact same thing. Okay, so that when we've done all this, we want to go ahead and simply get the order. So I'm going to say order should be equal to, then I'm going to call cart order, and this time around we want to go ahead and create an object. Okay, so whenever a user visits the checkout, we want to save whatever is it they are trying to order, whatever is it that they are trying to order in the database. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing now. So now firstly we want to get the user. So whichever user that's logged in are going to be the one that's creating this object. And why are we getting this user? That's because if you take a close look at the cart order, you see that we have a user field over here. So we need to fill all those fields in. Okay, and that user field is required, so we have a user field. That's why we pass in user. Now what other field do we have over there? We have price here. This price over here, it's supposed to be the total amount. Now this price, I think we could also call this total or whatever you want, but I think I called main price. So what we're going to do is we're going to get back to the view over here, and what we simply want to pass in is price. So I'm going to say price, and this should be set to the total amount. So this price which we have in our model is going to be set to this total amount, this one over here that we are getting now. As simple as that. So every other things are going to be filled in automatically. The page status, we're going to do that ourselves. The order date filled in automatically. The product status filled in automatically. Okay, so guys, when we've done this, that's pretty much what we want to do for now. Now we need to go ahead and run one more loop. Okay, so we need to run a loop, and that one is pretty much going to be for the cart total item. So remember we did this one for the total amount. Now we want to do this one for the cart total amount. Okay, so hopefully you understand what I'm saying. So cart underscore total amount, this one was done for the total amount, this one now is going to be done for the cart total amount. Okay, getting total amount for, then for the cart, this one is going to be getting total amount for PayPal amount. So this one is for PayPal, this one is for cart, then this one is creating order objects. Okay, then this one is simply checking if cart underscore data underscore obj session still exists, or exists rather. Okay, yeah, that's it. So hopefully you guys understand everything that's going on. Now after we've done this one, now what we simply go ahead and do is we should now define a variable in here. So we're gonna say item, or you could call this product item. So I'm gonna say product item or other items. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to call it. I'm just gonna say cart order item. So I'm gonna say cart order underscore item. As you can see, I'm being indecisive over here. Now this should be equal to, I'm gonna call cart order products. This should be equal to cart order products, the one that I've got in my model, dot object dot create. And this time around, we want to go ahead and do what? We're gonna set order should be equal to order. So understand what's going on over here. This cart order product is for each product that's in this order. Now it has this order which has a foreign key back to this order. Okay, so now we need to satisfy this order, satisfy the invoice number. We need to fill all this in for PayPal to be able to make this payment for us. Now order is equal to, this one is one we got in the model, this one is this one that we created over here now. So hopefully you understand what's going on. And the next thing that we're going to be needing is the invoice number. Remember, we got that over here. So I'm gonna grab this invoice number and we should paste that in here. So invoice number is gonna be equal to what? Now we should just say we want to pass in invoice, then we could say invoice underscore no, and for this one we're just gonna call the order ID, okay, or whatever is it that you call yours, but mine was order ID, so that's what I'm gonna pass in. So over here I'm just gonna say plus, then we should make it a string, then I'm gonna say order.id. So whatever is it that you called over here, that's what you want to pass in here. Okay, so now this is going to be returning something like invoice underscore null, then it's going to say 3 or 4 or 5. That's what this is going to do. Okay, now after we've done this, add a comma. Okay, that comma ain't supposed to be there, but over here now with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and also get the item. So I'm going to say item should be equal to item. Now this item is pretty much coming from this over here, take note of that. So I'm going to say item should be equal to item. And what do we want to grab? Firstly, we want to get a title. We want to get the image, the quantity, the price. Okay. So because I'm saying that because if you look over here in the model, you can see that we grabbed image, quantity, price, and total. So that's why we want to grab all that. So we get a title. Now that one is going to be item. Now this one is going to be image. And this is gonna be getting the image. Now hopefully you guys know where this is coming from. This is all coming from the session. Okay, remember that is something that we got in the session, that's where it's coming from, image. And another thing that we're gonna be needing is the quantity, and this one is going to be also QTY. Another thing is the price, hopefully we got that in the model. Yeah, price, that's why we passed in price over here. Now item dot price for the one that we got in the session, and finally we got total, and total should be equal to what? Firstly, we're gonna convert this to a float because it might have decimal places. Then we're gonna get what? Quantity times float again price. So item price. Okay, so hopefully you understand. To get the total, we simply divide the price by the quantity. Sorry, we multiply the price by the quantity. That's what I was supposed to say. Okay, so now when we've done all that, then this is where we start making the payments from, right? So instead of passing in all this dummy data, now we need to go ahead and pass in the data dynamically. So instead of this 200 for the amount, I'm simply gonna say what? I'm gonna say cart total amount. So I'm gonna say cart underscore total amount. Okay, so we got cart total amount. Instead of this order number 3, I'm gonna get rid of this 3. We don't need that, but we need to do that dynamically. What are we gonna do? We're simply gonna say str, then we're gonna say order.id. Okay, what else? Invoice number. We're not gonna do this, we're gonna do that dynamically. So we're gonna say plus str order.id. And what else do we need? Currency USD. All this, we've done this before. So I think that's pretty much what we want to do right now. And yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and test this out. So I'm gonna get back here, and let's just get back to the home page. This is the home page, and I'm gonna open up my admin section, close this off. I'm gonna log into the admin section, Now take note, I want to do something. I don't want users to be able to access the checkout page if they are not logged in. So I want to import from django.contrib.auth.decorators. I want to import login required. Okay, so import login required, and over here in the checkout, over here I'm gonna call that decorator. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And also users shouldn't be able to access this page if they are not logged in, and also this one if they are not logged in. Okay guys, so that's it. Now let's go ahead and test run this. So we refresh this. Now we're going to open up the cart order, and we're also going to open up the cart order items. Right now we don't have anything in here, right? Pretty cool. So now if we open up this cart, as you can see, this is what we got. We got all this good looking products, but let's say these products are really much. I'm going to change up all this. Let's say we want to change this to 4. As you can see, that's refreshed. Pretty cool. Let's say I want to change this one to 2, and that's refreshed. Pretty cool. So now, as you can see, right now we don't have anything over here. So if we go ahead and proceed to checkout, as you can see, it opens up the checkout page. Pretty cool. Now you didn't notice anything, but something actually happened behind the hood. If we refresh this now, what do you notice? The 4 items that we have over here automatically gets saved over here. And what do you notice here also? It's created an order for us immediately. Now it's got the total. As you can see, the price 751. That's what we got over here. See, 751.98, working perfectly well. Paid status is no, it hasn't been paid. Product status is nothing. So this is a problem. Actually, it's supposed to be showing some like processing. Okay, so let's see what we got in the model. Okay, this is processing. Hopefully I've got that at the top. Okay, that's the problem. So this is supposed to be processing, and that should work. Okay, so we'll refresh this. That's it. Now it's showing processing, but I want to be able to edit all this myself. I want to be able to automatically change this to shipped or delivered whenever a user get the product. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get back to the I'm gonna close this migration off. I don't need that. I'm gonna open up the admin, and for the carts order admin, I'm gonna say list underscore editable. And this list underscore editable, what I'm going to pass in there is a list, obviously. And what are the things I want to edit? I want to edit the paid status. So I want to be able to edit paid underscore status, and I want to be able to edit the product underscore status. Okay, alongside this one, so I want to do the same thing. I want to be able to edit the, okay, yeah, I don't want to edit nothing over there. Sweet. So we're done. Now I'm going to refresh this. Now what you notice from over here, we can simply make a product shipped instead of opening this up, and we could save, and that's pretty cool, right? So yeah, that's what we got. And as you can see, it saved all this thing that we got over here from the session. From the session, it saved it in the database. Sweet, right? But as you can see over here, we don't have the images. The images are supposed to be showing up, and why are they not showing up? So I'm going to get back to the model. And remember the way we've been showing up other images over here. I'm just going to copy this one and /media/ it just shows this up instead of actually showing up the real image itself. So I think that's over here. Right now I'm just going to change this up. Let's get down here. I'm going to paste this one, and I'm just going to use it to, you know, populate this one that we got over here. Okay, so as you can see, everything is showing up perfectly well. So right now this order is going to be in processing. Now this order that we have over here is pretty much linked to all those products over here. Now if for any reason we went back to the cart page, so let's say we went back to the cart page and we got rid of one of those products. Let's say we are no longer interested in the carrots, we got rid of it. Now we have 3 products, and we proceed to the checkout again. Now what do you notice? We have just 3 products. What do you think is going to happen if we refresh over here? We created a new instance with a new price, 251, right? Which is this one that we have over here. If I get back here, you can see 251. That's what we have. Now if we come over here and refresh, we should now see 3 more, which is this new ones. Okay, so this is invoice number 1. Hopefully you understand. This is invoice number 2. Okay, So I think that's it. Now let's go ahead and test this out. We can still pay for it as usual, and all we need to do is just scroll down and click on the make payment button, this PayPal button, but it's not showing up anything over here. So I simply need to go ahead and connect to the internet, and we should finish this off. We're gonna go ahead and test this out. Now I want to add a couple of things to my cart. As you can see, I don't have anything in my cart, so I'm gonna add those three things to my cart and open up the cart page. This is what we have. I'm going to go ahead and proceed to the checkout page, and now we are at the checkout page. I'm going to go ahead and buy now, but as you can see, this button isn't looking great. From the last video it looks nice, but I think we messed around with something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the, I think it's in the checkout page, right? And I'm going to look for render. This is the button over here. So what we could do is go ahead and add a width. I'm just gonna get to the top, and just give me a sec. Okay, so we need to go ahead and reduce this width. So I'm gonna say we should give it a width of 50 w-50, and now we refresh this. Great. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit the buy now. Take note of the, okay, it says things don't appear to be working at the moment, please try again later. That's kind of bad, I think, and that's because we need to go ahead and use our business email. I think we played around with that from before. Now I'm simply gonna head back to the settings py. So I'm gonna head back over here, and yeah, this is the problem. I mixed all this up. It's supposed to be businessdestiny.paypal.com. It's supposed to be businessdestiny.paypal.com. Great. So now let's go ahead. This is my sandbox. Now I'm gonna get back here, and I want to go ahead and get back to my checkout page. This is what I've got. Now if you take a close look, you see that I've got $5.15 over here. Now let's go ahead and buy now, and hopefully we don't get, okay, there is a problem actually now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and paste it up and paste it down there, and let's go ahead and log out. I'm just gonna log out, and let's try logging in again, but this time around I want to use the business. So this is it here, business destiny .paypal.com, business destiny paypal.com. It's like I'm missing something. Okay, I'm gonna get down here and let's try this one more time. That's actually it now. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna open up this folder over here, and let's look at what we've got in the settings.py that made it work the other time. But if for any reason this isn't working, okay, yeah, that's the problem. Oh yeah, I overlooked that. It's supposed to be at gmail.com. Come on, what did I do? That's supposed to be at gmail.com because that's my PayPal email. Obviously this is it over here. So what I'm going to do is just copy this and paste it. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do, and paste. So now let's go ahead and try this out one more time. Then I think it should be working perfectly well now. So we refresh this, give it a hard refresh, and we should go ahead. Yes, it should work. There's a problem. Okay, our server was broken, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this again. And while it's coming up, I just want to look at my dashboard, my e-commerce thing, and let's see. Okay, yeah, so it's running again. So let's go ahead and come over. We're gonna get back here, refresh this. We got $5.15. Great. So I want to go ahead and even bump that up a little bit so you guys could see everything that's going on. So I'm going to change this 500 to, let's say I want to add 5 more of it. And what you notice, we got 2,500. So now 2,515 bucks. Great. I'm going to head back to the checkout page, and I should simply go ahead and hit buy now. So with this now, hopefully everything is going to work. Yeah, perfectly, everything is working. Now guys, what do you notice over here? We got the price dynamically. Now it's automatically detecting that we got to pay for $2,515, 2,500. Okay, so I think that should be it. Now all I need to do is go ahead and log in with my personal account to make the payments, not the business. So when you log in with this, you should go ahead and see the payments page, which is this one over here. So it's taken, okay, yeah, it's already opened up. So as you can see, the price is still there. Now we could pay with Visa. And yeah, we could pay with Visa. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and hit pay, but you could pay with whatever you want over there, but I'd recommend you go with Visa so you don't get any problem. So now what do you notice? We paid 215. That's amazing. Everything is working perfectly well. Now we return to the merchant, and what do you notice? It successfully redirects us here. That's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start working with after this. Let's see. In the next video we created the invoice page. Yeah, so as you can see over here, we created the invoice page. That's great. And previously we've been working with all these cool things. I'm gonna see all this. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys are not getting any error, but if for any reason you're getting any error, do make sure to drop a comment in the comment section below. Just timestamp whatever area you're getting the error in, and I'll do my possible best to help you out. Okay, so yeah, do make sure to drop a like on the video, consider subscribing, as it will really mean the world to me. Also, you want to get the template and the source code to follow along with the tutorial, check out the link in the description below. That should point you to the right direction. And on to the next video. Bad love, peace out.